Hi there, it's Catherine here from Great Health Guide. Kat Millar is back with us again today. Now, Kat is a health and fitness coach and consultant, and she's also the owner of Get Results Training in Sydney. So welcome back, Kat.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Now, Kat, we're talking about today about increasing our motivation, like particularly when we're really, really busy. How do we do that? What are your recommendations?
Big question, and something I get asked a lot. And when people send their questionnaires back to me in regards to why they've kind of come after me for help, I'd say at least 95% people will say, I lack motivation. Please motivate me, I need motivation. So I've studied motivation extensively. I'm very interested in it and how people get motivated. And there's two things that motivate people. It's to get towards something that they want, which we call towards motivation, moving towards something pleasurable, or away from motivation, which is moving away from pain. And most people that come to me are trying to get away from pain. So whether that's physical pain or more likely emotional pain. So we've got the thing that we want to get away from, but what I find most effective is to focus on the thing that we're trying to move towards, because this is long-term motivation. It's easy to get a kick of motivation that lasts for a week or two, and you start a new program, and then it wanes again. And this is very common with yo-yo dieting, with you got all that steam up, and then you realise it's actually quite hard work, and you've got to exercise some disciplines. So how do we get our motivation? I've got 3 Ps that I use, and I go into a lot more detail of these in my courses. But the first one is you've got to look at your purpose, and this is coming back to what are you moving towards rather than what are you moving away from. So what's your purpose? Why do you want it? And why do you want the result? Because we tend to focus on the method, we tend to focus on what you need to do and the hard work. It's when we've got our eyes on the goal, those things kind of, they can come in front, but we just keep moving them aside and we just keep going towards the goal. So first of all, we've got to have the purpose. The second thing is we've got to have some passion around it. We've got to enjoy it. We've got to enjoy the process, not just trying to endure it until we get to the outcome, but enjoying the process, enjoying the journey, enjoying who you're becoming as you're becoming healthier and as you're taking care of yourself. So passion, how can you increase the passion? You might just need to do a little bit of brainstorming on that. How am I going to make it fun? How can I make it more enjoyable to achieve this goal and enjoy the process of achieving it, not just the prize being the goal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then the last one is planning and preparation. So in order to be motivated and to actually do it, we need a clear plan, because if it's just vague and overwhelmed and it's caught up in this confusion of all the other things that are going on in our mind, and we're not clear on when we're going to train, we've just made it easy for ourselves, then it can be, I can't be bothered, or I don't really know if I need to be doing it. Maybe I'll get away with not doing it. If you set a plan and commit it to your plan, you'll want to tick it off, because that's so motivating. You know, the most motivating thing is results. And if you can plan and see them and you tick them off and you've got that sense of satisfaction, I find that that's what drives people. That's what motivates most people, is actually seeing a result. And there's always that lag period, you know, where you're doing the hard work and you haven't seen any changes in your body, and it's having things to focus on and your planning and preparation that keep you going until you actually start to see a physical change.
That's fantastic. Another thing too is, like, you know, if there's another friend who wants to come out with you too, and you can do it together and keep each other accountable, and that can also help. Thanks.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do have one called the 5 Ps for a longer talk, and one of them is partner.
Oh, okay. Well, there you are. So
accountability. Yeah.
Fantastic. So, well, there you have it from Kat. So, just a few ways in terms of increasing your motivation, because at times we all need that. So, So, thank you so much, Kat.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed the production from Great Health Alliance, Great Health Guide today. Any information made available on Great Health Guide, Great Health Alliance, or from Untitled Developments Proprietary Limited or Catherine Dodd is made available for interest purposes only. The topics chosen are topics of interest, and the content of the information only forms part of a public dialogue, exchange in relation to each topic. The purpose of making this information available is to stimulate research, discussion, and debate. Readers and listeners are encouraged to undertake their own research and consult with professional advisors to explore the metes and bounds of the topics discussed. As a consequence of the above, and in any event, The information made available is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Readers and listeners and all people should seek the advice of a qualified health provider with any questions regarding a potential or actual medical condition, or the proposed use of or decision not to use any particular product. Viewers should not regard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it at any time, including because of the content of any information made available here. The information should only be used, if at all, as a primer for viewers to decide whether the topic or topics is or are of interest, and if of interest, to consider whether to research them further and consult professional advisors about them. The views expressed are the views of the interviewees only. Untitled Development Proprietary Limited does not warrant, guarantee, or make any representation regarding the accuracy, veracity, adequacy, reliability, completeness, or timelines of any information available on or arising in relation to the Great Health Guide, the Great Health Alliance, or from Untitled Developments or Catherine Dodd, or that it is suitable for any use other than for that described above. Neither Untitled Developments Proprietary Limited nor Catherine Dodd endorses the views of any contributors to or interviewees of Great Health Guide and Great Health Alliance.